Hello, everyone. Windows 11 fucking
No,
sucks.
it does.
I got damn near screwed out of doing the PlayStation thing earlier today because it reset my
Yeah.
everything and totally fucking borked my SteelSeries
Oh
sonar.
no.
Yep.
And I didn't ask to have that installed. It did it itself finally.
Dude, that sucks. Oh my god.
Bullshit.
so hard.
No, but see,
And-
this is why I switched to Mac back in like 2009. Never fucking look back. Look, Apple platforms aren't perfect, but the ratio of bullshit that I have to deal on a regular basis is a lot less.
Yeah, I can't do Max. I fucking tried and I can't.
Well, no, not if you want a game, even though technically it can, but they won't.
No. No, sadly not. All right. So another week, another podcast. Bree, how was your week?
Yep.
Crazy ass. So it was my cousin's baby shower this weekend, but it was a bit of a trek to get there. But I was gonna get there no matter what. So Friday, the day before I'm supposed to go, like part of the Northeast Corridor, like the tunnel, like an Amtrak service train caught fire. Like not a passenger train, but like the work maintenance train. So then
hell?
anyone who was commuting to New York City Friday morning was like omega fucked. So I was like,
Lord.
keeping like, figuring out like, okay, like how are we gonna do this? Because I'm like, I'm not missing this thing. Got up there, but of course, since they had to reroute things, no expresses, so it was all like the local. So it's like, okay, whatever. Did some writing stuff, and then the shower was amazing. It was beautiful, but then coming home, and this is why I love New Jersey Transit so much. So, for whatever reason, inexplicably, the train was on like an Amtrak line. So I went down to like the Amtrak stairs and it was an Amtrak train. So apparently, through like a bunch of like communication things that I had to interpret like I was a psychic, the train was at the far end of the platform. So I got to the end of the train, and that's where I stayed the entire time. And then I guess the conductor or whatever had like opened like the uh open view of the train like right at the caboose. So I had like the train door open the entire time, which is cool until I started huffing on fumes. Oh, and there was no seat for me, by the way, so I stood with my luggage the entire time.
Fuck.
But on the bright side, while I was high off of fumes, I figured out a script writing thing, so that was good. And then I've been working on freelance the last couple of days. So, oh, and the best part of me huffing on fumes is that, I got little white girl buzzed and had some white claws at the baby shower. So I was like buzzed and huffing on fumes, which sounds like an insane story, but then again, it's me. So that I'm like, yeah, that sounds like something that would happen to Bray.
Yikes. Alrighty, Kiona.
Busy week as per usual. Today we had State of Play. If you guys were here, thank you for being there.
Thank you. Yeah. Put through all that horse shit we took to get to it.
Yeah.
You're better
Thank
for
you,
Summer
Brett, for
Games
working
Fest.
that
We're
out.
already
My
good.
God. You did great, man.
I try.
Other than that, it's just been a week of depression, so yay. Yeah. It's been great. That's pretty much all I got. Just replaying a lot of Destiny 2, and I got through Invincible this week, which was kind of fun.
Nice.
I like the show a lot. Actually, I think it's really good. What else? There was that Spider Noir thing that dropped.
I watched
Do you
a few
guys like
episodes.
that?
I watched a few episodes of it so far. So far, I like it.
I've watched 2 episodes and I can't get into it. It's boring. It's dull as hell. I feel like I should like it, but to me it's just boring and maybe I'm just not in the mood.
Hey, Clara.
I don't know. But anyway.
Not much.
Yeah, other than that, I still haven't come to terms with things. I'm still mad about it. State of Play was pretty decent though. had some good games. But yeah,
Oh, I get you. Alrighty. For moi, thank you for stopping in, Clara. For me, I got to feel really, really old. My little sister, Hatfield little sister, who I've known again since she was in a stroller, graduated and had her
Oh my
graduation
God.
party this past weekend. Within a week, my oldest nephew and my youngest sibling graduated.
Oh yeah, that'll make you feel old. For sure.
Yeah, so I'm fresh out of siblings that need to graduate now. And now I only have nieces and nephews, and I have a nephew that's 2 years away from graduating, so that's something. I don't know if I gave the update, but like I have been working an average of anywhere from 60 to 65 to sometimes 68 hours a week of my own volition, to save up money for like 2 years now to get HVAC installed in my house. As of now, the air conditioning portion of that HVAC is working. So for the first time since living in this house, I moved out for 2 years before I moved back and then purchased it. I have HVAC in this house for the first time since I moved in with my mom when I was in 4th grade. I am 35 for those that want time context. And one of the vents is right there. So winter and summer, I have the perfect little whatever. And I didn't even ask him to do that. I just went up and I looked at him like they put 2 vents in your room, and I looked there and went, oh, those beautiful bastards put that right there. But yeah, it's a world of difference. It makes all the overtime feel so fucking worth it. And they did a really, there's 2 parts that if I want to cover them up, I can. It's 2 pipes that are leading through my basement that curl up into my living room, but they actually aren't that intrusive and it doesn't look that weird. It's just solid pipes leading up, and it's, it's not that big a deal. But like when they install HVAC, they have a thing called the trunk, which is essentially your main line that goes to the boiler, all that like shoots the cold and the hot air and all that out of the thing, and that runs along the length of the house, and then all the offshoots come off the trunk. That trunk was going against the, like, my house is a bi-level, so like right here below me is the garage and a 2-car garage, and then the bedrooms, and on the other half is the kitchen and all of that. So the trunk goes across the truss that supports this side of the house, and I had to go through a bathroom and like a little adjunct like doorway that leads to a bathroom, a door that leads to the back room, and then just like a little wall where there's some coats and stuff. So I'm like, oh man. They're like, well, this is the one way we could do it to show it the least. Otherwise, we have to run it like right above your garage door and then put it out right through your living room and do this other stuff. And they're like, put it through there, fine. They're like, if you want to, after a while, you can go and get a carpenter and they can A-frame that up and like hide all that stuff so you don't have to look at it. I'm like, okay. And then I randomly came into my house after I got back from the Hatfields for the graduation party, and I go to hang my jacket there, and I look up, and there's like this like light white version of what was on my ceiling, but lowered down and fully cut out and plastered, hiding the thing. Of like, the fuck? And then I step in the bathroom, and they have it fully hidden in there, all trimmed up and everything too. I'm like, I didn't ask them to do that. What the hell? And I haven't gotten an answer from them who did it yet. Him or the carpenter that's supposed to be framing all this crap back up, because I want to be like, can you just do that for the other parts? Because that looks really fucking nice. But and I want to be like, if you guys are below budget for what we signed for, you could just add that on, because like that's fine. But besides that, I played a lot more Lego Batman. That game is really good. It's like really good. They're doing a thing with it, like, you know how they do the Star Wars games, like the last one they did, how they did a through line of all the movies and then made the movies all Lego levels, but just in order as like a full thing. This, they're taking
Yeah.
all of the Batman movies and like seamlessly
Mhm.
turning them into one continuity line. And
Yeah,
so
it's
far,
crazy.
it's like worked unbelievably well.
You know what's crazy is that that's more effort and continuity than the Flash did.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's
Oh hell
kind of
yeah.
nuts. Like you start out with the alleyway scene from Batman '89. No, you start out with the part where Bruce falls through the well in
Mhm.
Batman Begins.
Batman Begins.
And then you go to the theater, and then it cuts to the alleyway scene from '89, and then
Yep.
it's all been Begins, but they stick Talia in there in the start, so that she's
Mhm.
doing the League of Assassins training with you. They're just like, you did not have to put this much effort into connecting all these storylines this well. It's like
Oh, I know.
egregiously well done.
Yeah.
It's kind of
They
scary.
It is kind of scary. They actually did a really good job of
Yeah.
like, bringing it all together and stuff, and creating a narrative through line.
And I don't know how I'm even saying this for a Lego game, but it's fucking gorgeous.
Yeah, it actually looks really good.
It looks really good. And you have all of the cars, everything rides differently, the suits are different. Like, you know how in Arkham Knight where you could call the Batmobile and it just rides around the corner and comes to you? If you press the call
Yes.
button for the Batmobile, it builds itself around your character on the road and you drive off. Like, it's sick as fuck. And like the combat is legitimately the Arkham combat.
Yep.
Like, it almost feels smoother. It's kind of
Yeah.
crazy.
Because they learned from all the Arkham games. This is like the modern iteration of the Arkham combat system. Yeah.
It's fucking just. Oh, and the personalities behind all this stuff, like, they make you purposely have to talk with people in a certain way because, like, you run into Renee Montoya at one point to try and find a certain person, and it's Eddie Flass. And, like, you have
Oh,
to
yeah.
track down this stuff, but Montoya doesn't trust Batman yet, so you have to talk to her as Gordon. And, like, the Gordon, you are playing out. And then, like, I just played out you go from doing all this stuff with finding the courtyard where Flass is dealing with people illegally, like it Begins, where, like, the courtyard where you, like,
Yes.
hang the guy up there. But then it turns into the Batman, where you're chasing the Penguin in the fucking Batmobile with you jumping through the flames from the semi, and then you're chasing Flass down, and, like, you have, James Wright, Commissioner Gordon, like, kind of mixed with Christian Bale Batman next to each other, and it works. It's so weird how well it all applies together. And then you get to Montoya, and she's like, listen, dude, I don't want to buy your mixtape. I want to talk to James wherever he is. If he comes around, I'm talking to him. I don't like you. And then as soon as you switch to James and all that, the dialogue, oh, it's so good. And it's fucking hilarious. God, it's so funny. Like, it's
Yeah,
been
they did a really good
it's been
job.
a long time since I played a Lego game, and they just knocked it out of the park. I'm so
Is that so I know it's co-developed by Rocksteady for all intents and purposes, but is that like still TT Games? Is it
Yeah,
still Traveler's Tales?
it's still Traveler's Tales.
As they used to call them?
Oh, and you can tell. Oh,
Yeah.
It's all over that. God, it's
Yeah.
so good. And like you have skill trees
they-
in a Lego game.
Oh yeah.
It's fucking weird.
It's crazy.
God, it's great. I love it. I love it to death. I thought it was just gonna be like, I really hope I just enjoy this. It's so good. It's so
Yep.
good. So yeah, now I got that, and now I got time because
Did you play Bond yet?
I have not played Bond yet. Bond is coming after
Okay,
this.
I haven't
and,
either.
and now I've got time to take my time with it because a bunch of release dates got flipped around and stuff got delayed. So Bond will be
Yeah.
getting streamed.
Oh,
For as
nice.
much as I'm just running around beating the shit out of stuff to collect studs, that's not something someone wants to watch me stream doing. So I'm going to be streaming Bond when I play that. But yeah, God, it's so much fun. I just there's a part of an OCD charm with Lego games that you don't quite get with anything else when you have completely bashed every brick out of an area and it's just clean and you have like 4 billion studs sitting in the corner like in your inventory. Oh, it's wonderful. It feels so good. All right. So we have some buy or sells here. Bree, buy or sell that Zack Snyder is set to direct a remake of Escape from New York.
You know,
How could you not buy?
yeah, I don't know. Do I like even care? Because here's like my thing. I mean, sure, I guess, but it's like so much of me wants the culture to shift, especially with like how Backrooms did over the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I don't mind remakes, but I'm like, I'm kind of tired.
I would be normally too, but like, of all of them, I'm interested to see what in the actual hell this looks like in a modern day version of cinema. Now, this screams that it's going to be somehow formatted somewhat, and I don't know why, I just can't shake it, that I am getting, what's that music video movie he made with the chicks in the mental asylum?
Oh, Sucker Punch?
Yeah, this is screaming Sucker Punch to me for what this is going to turn up like. I don't know why.
No, I don't. I think. I mean, that's what I kind of thought of this too. So I don't think you're entirely off base.
Yeah, so we shall see. Kiona.
Yes.
Buy or sell that Jeff Keighley just hyped up Summer Game Fest, says this is quote unquote the biggest Summer Game Fest live show yet.
I've heard it before, Jeff.
According to his
I've heard it
words, there will be
before.
surprises for fans of all platforms.
Is it
I
High Guard
love
2? 'Cause that's about the
surprises.
only,
I
That's
love them.
the only thing that would be more shocking than a Destiny 3.
Dude, I don't know if I told you guys on the podcast or not, but I think I was just hearing people discuss on a podcast that they think they know why Highguard got the end time spot. Because that is basically a secretly funded Tencent game that they were expecting to do like stupid well because Tencent was like putting a fuck ton of money behind it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But don't worry, I have a good feeling the one last game thing tomorrow or on Friday is going to be a thing that rhymes with Code Veronica.
I
Alright.
hate how right you probably are.
Because they didn't show it at the Sony State of Play, and that rumor is about all but fucking confirmed now, and it's been roughly 5 minutes since they've announced the Resident Evil games, so we're due for one.
Yeah,
It
and also,
has.
didn't
Don't
they
they-
file the trademark for it?
I don't know if they did or not. At this point, I think they still have it. They just needed to add remake. So, I don't know. Were you going to say something, Kiona?
I was gonna say, don't they love to announce Resident Evil games at Summer Games Fest also?
I
I
want
feel
to
like they
I
do.
want to say they
Correct me if
announced
I'm wrong. Wasn't RE9 announced at Game Fest, or am I thinking of something else?
RE9
Or was
was
it Game
either
Awards?
announced at Game Fest or
Either one of Keeley's shows.
one of Keeley's shows because they did a freaking kooky thing where they're like, we are making RE9, but you will hear
Mhm.
about that at a later time when we are ready to show you. And then they showed it at the end of the show. I
Yeah,
wish
they
more
meant
game
later,
companies would
like-
do that because that was awesome. Because it made me not think the game that showed on that screen, that if they would not have said the we'll show you RE9 later thing, I would have clocked fucking immediately that was the RE engine. Because immediately I'm like, well, that's obviously not Resident Evil. They said we're going to see that later. And then I'm watching this whole thing, hearing a bunch of RE buzzwords, and I'm like, no, what is this game? I don't know what it is. And then they fucking showed a smoking crater with Raccoon City. I'm like, and then I came like twice, but you know, it's a. Some say he was still erect to this day. All right, we only have one more buy or sell, so I guess I'll get it. Buy or sell the first trailer for X-Men 97 Season 2. I buy the living fuck out of it.
Yeah, buy the
I
living ever
buy
fuck. Like, I've never bought something
so
harder
much
in
out
my
of it.
life.
Yeah, they already have season 3 in the works, and they've already greenlit season 4.
No shit. You know what'd be nice? I mean, I know it's only running 89 episodes, but it would legit be awesome if we could get a animated series in the modern day to get to like 52 or 65 episodes.
It would, but I had a real kick of reality that hit me that I'm happy that we're getting this. Hey guys, you know that Euphoria just ended, right?
Yes, I do.
Do you know that they put out 27 episodes in 7 years?
Yes, I am very much aware.
Amazing.
That is fucking insane. I know nothing about Euphoria other than there be a boob, a drug, and immature ladies. I have been getting inundated with Euphoria spoilers.
It's Sydney Sweeney's origin story.
Yeah. I've been getting inundated with
Couldn't
season
believe it.
3 spoilers for Euphoria. I used to think I knew what that show was.
Oh
And then I
no, it
saw
went full
us-
off the rails.
And then I saw Sydney Sweeney become a kaiju.
Oh yeah.
And then I saw a rather large German-looking gentleman choke slam her through a glass table and then, like, drag her around her house. And then I
You know, I only know
That
most of
sounds
Euphoria through the memes. Because I legit, in a project I'm working on, did is this play fucking about us?
it's a prequel to her Gundam movie. I would take that. I'm still having a hard time believing that's happening, if I'm being perfectly fucking honest.
Never underestimate the Centennial.
Her mech better have some rockin' tits. That's all I gotta say.
Oh, jeez.
All right. So I don't have a fucking idea what all this is about. So
should I enlighten?
you can enlighten, but I need to
Okay.
go get agua, so I will be listening.
Okay.
I just won't be in here.
That's fine. Anyway,
Ah,
I'm gonna
the
share the first screen.
Adrenaline! In my soul!
Okay, so
Cody Rhodes.
Okay, so I'm just gonna put this up just to kind of set the stage here. All right, so Jorge Gutierrez is a Mexican animator. He's done stuff like Book of Life, El Tigre for years. Super anti-AI guy, like, and he's been beating this drum and been like one of the most vocally outspoken anti-AI people for years, right? So we've set the stage. Well, what would you think would happen, Kiona? There's someone who's so vehemently, like, against this.
Well, I think that he would just lose all of his ethics and morals and suddenly turn around and say, hey, there's money to be made in this, and so I'm going to back AI now.
Correct! On to Exhibit 2. I'm going to just put up the original, because, by the way, this is, like, such a fun weekend for me. So,
I'm sure.
So, the first one over here, there was 3. This is like AI Creators Fund, run by Amazon. So, the monstrosity on the left is called, and I absolutely shit you not, Love Diana Music Hunters.
What?
Yes, that is correct. We have a girl in a K-pop group who is very white. I think this
sounds like if K-pop Demon Hunters had a stroke.
Well, it's clearly based on that, and I think, unfortunately, it's like based on like one of these like child exploitation like YouTube channels where like the parents fucking suck. So that's already bad vibes there. And then we have this abomination, which is from a character from BuzzFeed. But would you believe me if there was a really even more awful way for this story to go? Would you believe that, Kiona?
What was this bullshit
I
K-pop
would believe
Demon
it.
Hunter horseshit title I just heard?
Oh, let me show it to you, Brock. Yeah, let's just backtrack a sec.
Oh my god, they made the Bratz idols.
Yeah, Love Diana Music Hunters. Clearly an original idea that no one...
Even that title is AI generated.
That title is horrible. What?
Everything about this is horrible. Like, these are just, like, puppeted, corpses of
Yeah.
Victorian children just like having their hairs done and just like marionetted around. So we have this,
Yeah.
and then we have this cupcake show. I like this creature's fucking horrifying, by the way, but it's based off of a
It
thing
is.
from BuzzFeed. But yeah, here's something like funny about
what
this.
was the name of that show? Do you guys remember, before you go on?
Yeah.
Do you remember? Oh boy, this is going to age myself if any of you guys remember this. This looks like the art style of, do you remember that it was a little green creature?
Gumby?
Nope. That hung out underneath a kid's bed and it ate socks. And it had a little blue friend. Oh, what was that fucking cartoon
Is
called?
that Real Monsters? or
Nope,
something?
it was Claymation.
Rob, what the fuck shows were you watching?
Hold on.
Claymation.
Yeah, because there's a very interesting part too to this, but trust me, this is all going to tie together. It's all connected. You know, this is the, the capitalism fuck you cinematic
Found it!
universe.
It's called Mr. Bumpy, Bump in the Night.
Oh, nope, I don't know that one.
Is
And
that like a
hold-
regional thing?
It was on Disney. Oh my god, it's worse than I remember. Give me
Oh,
one
wow.
second.
Oh boy.
Oh god.
Oh.
What the hell? What? in
Oh
the-
no.
They were like these
What
little
am I
creatures that
looking-
hung out under the bed, and the main thing that he ate was socks. I watched the fuck out of this when I was younger.
Brock,
Well,
are
you
you
know.
It
okay?
was on like ABC in the 90s. It was awesome. And he got like hunted by a robot toy. It was great. I'm sorry. Go on. I just had a 90s like hit me in the side of the head.
It's all good. All right.
It's
So
got a great
I'm gonna,
Christmas episode too. I
Okay,
remember.
so- I'm gonna go back to the article in a sec, but I just want to show you this charming little update. I'm just gonna scroll down. So this is the actual creator. If you would
Mhm.
like to read that, Brock, because
Oh god. I am horrified and disgusted by the BuzzFeed taking my character, the Good Advice Cupcake, and giving it to an AI platform. My time at BuzzFeed was marked by continually taken advantage of and lied to. God, that doesn't shock me. They reportedly assured me in
Nope.
good faith that they would never do anything with Cuppy without my input, yet offered me no legal options, insisting that I would never need them. God, that sounds great. The news that this character, who is based on my own personality, whom I created as a microphone to spread love and positivity, has been taken and turned into a soulless AI puppet, feels like having my intestines pulled out of my body. Somebody leaked the news to me early on that there were talks happening, and I pleaded with the CEO, Jonah Peretti,
Yeah.
directly
Peretti,
not
yeah.
to do it. Instead, he tried to talk me into signing an NDA. Fucking shocking. Obviously, I did not. This is an assault on artists everywhere. I encourage you to boycott BuzzFeed and AI-produced and adjacent animation. Well, I already don't listen to BuzzFeed, so I'm ahead of you on that one.
all right. So
Yeah, same.
okay. So then just to flip back to the article, just 1 sec. So it's like, so one of these shows was literally stolen from someone. Someone's intellectual property was
Never.
stolen from them
hmm
and used it against their will, and they couldn't.
Human beings
Do
are
it.
too pure, Brie. They wouldn't do that.
Oh yeah, no. I'm being psychotic. I'm just being like so
The
paranoid
assumptions
right now.
you're making are fucking ridiculous.
Okay, so then just to flip back, look at this piece of shit.
That is some of the most cluttered mess I have ever seen in my life.
Oh yeah, and then look at this authenticity right here. Look at this nonsense.
That looks like Coco puked on a claymation painting. Like, what the
It
fuck?
really does. Yeah.
All right,
Why,
so
why does that one in the
Jeez.
brown look like it's molding?
because it probably is.
Where's that hair? Are those supposed to be sideburns? It's coming out of the backside of her ears. What are...
Oh, okay. So
Lucha Cola? Fuck yourself. What?
Lucha Cola.
it's like the longer you look at it, the worst looking look. Oh, but here's like one of my favorite parts.
Remember
And
those
this-
old drawings in the
Good
90s when you
mosh hard.
you looked at it for long enough and a picture finally appeared that had
Oh,
like
yeah.
the odd colors?
Yeah, but look at this. Saturday.
I think you just summoned a demon.
I summoned
La
Diana
Maga.
Music Hunters. Okay, so
Do good mosh hard. That's the only. Like I could
But-
see that on a drum kit,
all right,
but
but
like
okay, so
Yeah, that's not
yeah, we
really
have
gonna
a
make sense.
a punk character, but it's AI generated. I can't think of anything less fucking punk if I try.
is that a fucking AI generated Dos Equis poster? The X.
Probably.
It even looks like it says Equis on the.
Okay, so you can understand.
Golly.
You can understand, Brock, why people would be upset that seemingly,
Well, this is
They're-
totally original. I don't know why they're mad.
it's not like, he just threw the entire industry under the bus. And I included a screenshot
No.
for this, but here's the funniest part. So this news came out like last Monday or whatever. And then over the previous weekend, MomoCon happened. And he was
Oh,
on a panel
God.
with Dana Terrace and like some other animation creatives.
No. Oh no.
So imagine
They-
like full well knowing, just fucking lying to your colleagues, many of them who are women. And just trust me, Brock, this is all gonna tie together. This is all gonna tie together. You just have to trust the process.
I trust the
Okay.
process too much, and it always gets me to the same spot.
Okay, so
Not being able to talk the day after the podcast.
all right, but this is what I'm building up to. And this is like some of the biggest horseshit, and you will realize why I was fucking livid. It's like the AI stuff is bad enough, and then like the stealing from like another creator, like that's all fucking garbage. We can all agree on that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
This is the shit that sent me over the edge.
That AI on the lot. Oh god. Mexopolis,
Oh,
the
fuck.
Book of Life director, says animated with AI from start in March to pitch in Greenlight today was like having sex and they hand you a baby, eager to use AI to bring jobs back to LA. How are you going to bring jobs
What?
back if you're using the
Yeah.
AI to get rid of the jobs?
And you know what? Here's like a funnier thing. So, you know what? Let's just play a little math game. Brock,
I
what do you
like
think the
math.
percent? Oh, this is going to be a fun math game, Brock.
Oh god.
What do you think the percentage is of women who work in the animation industry?
Cool.
Just total?
You just like give a ballpark estimate.
45%.
Oh,
20%.
oh,
I'm
God,
trying to
God.
be kind.
Oh, you wish. You fucking
15?
wish. Okay.
13?
Here's some interesting statistics.
Negative
This is
11.
This is from the Women in Animation Wikipedia page. This is from a survey for like a couple weeks ago. This is like the earliest animation. Yeah, people hated women. You know what a fucking shocker. But anyway,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna just read from this part here. The Animation Guild, IATSE Local 839, is a union representing over 4,000 animation artists, writers, and technicians in Los Angeles. Based on its data, in 2015, 20.6% of guild workers were women. That number increased to 23.2% in 2016, and finally hit the quarter milestone of 25.6% in 2018. While there appears to be a rising number of female professionals in the industry, a closer look in the 2015 statistics in key areas of animation show only 1% of women were art directors, 3% were directors, and 5% were writers. As of 2019, the number of female executives in animation has risen to more than half and 39% in TV. However, female directors make up for 3% for animated films, while women of color only make up 1%. So, here's my question. So, who do you think's jobs get affected first with AI? This is a really tough question.
I'm going to guess the men.
You can't even say that with a straight face.
Oh,
So,
oh god.
Okay, so having that context, and then you compare it to having a fucking baby. So, like, this is like rape being like gross to begin with. But it's
Yeah.
like, do you know like what happens to a woman's body or any pregnant person's body when they give birth? Like,
Gets wrecked.
yeah, but just okay. So I'm gonna do it like I'm not gonna be super graphic, but just imagine it's like a little like PVC pipe. Let's just say it's like a 2-inch PVC pipe in thickness, right? And then somehow you have to pass a bowling ball through it. And you have to hold that bowling ball for 9 months typically. But then they say you get, and like, here's like, again, this is, and this just set a firestorm. And there's more. Trust me, there's always more. So then when you say it's like having sex and they have you the baby. Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Which, by the way, I think this is what extra sent me on my over the edge is that, again, my cousin's pregnant with her first child. And I'm like, how fucking dare you? Like, and I'm going to say something, this isn't controversial. Because we've seen it time and time again. If you are pro-AI, you're anti-woman. Because if you think about it, not even just with like this, but like, like AI, like, I'm trying not to get you censored on Twitch. But let's just say exploitative entertainment, and then like, a guy, a lady told a guy no, and they were very angry about that, and then decided to make some creative art pieces. Like, everything about this, like, when you look into it, is so, like, what little place women and, other marginalized groups have at the table, that they're going to be affected by all this. And just the amount of, like, just casual, like, sexism. And I actually talked with a couple of my industry friends and, like, mutuals on social media. Like, we actually had, like, a very, like, deep conversation. And then I had, like, my own little thing, which I'm not going to share here because I think it's a little too heavy for this podcast. But it's on my Blue Sky if you want to read it. But so a lot of people are angry. But Brock, would you believe that this story gets dumber and worse?
I can imagine.
I would not believe that at all.
Oh, Kiona, you naive fool.
Yes.
Okay.
I know.
So after all this, we have a lot of posting through it. So we have Pietro Shito saying, "It saddens me to see people starting a witch hunt with almost zero context." And then the message goes on to say blah 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 blah. It's on like Elon's platform or like Zuck's platform. So this is a little, again, this is me being nerdy. So Pietro Shito has a company called Right for Animation, which is kind of, I guess, think masterclass, but specifically for writing and animation.
Mm-hmm.
I want to show you some of these prices. They're not on the site now, but these were from as like December of last year. So he seems like a guy that's totally relatable, down to earth, operates in some realm of reality.
See about the Ty Lopez me. Oh boy. That's
something tells me that's not the
steep
case.
Jump. So we're gonna hold on here. We're gonna hold on. We're gonna hold on. All right. So that is damn near.
Oh.
That is a like 250% jump from quarterly to annual pro, and then that is an 1,000% jump.
Yeah, but it's private consultation for a year.
I could privately consult my nuts, like
exactly. Which, by the way, there's a lot of industry writers who will offer classes. Me and Heisers have taken classes from people that well, they did work in the industry, but no one's greenlighting shit now because everything's kind of on fire. But it just for like the amount of money you have for that, that's more than like a fully souped up MacBook Pro. Like that's literally like a couple of college credits. Like, and you have someone who wants to learn the craft. It's like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, what realm of reality?
Sorry.
Exactly.
Sorry.
It's like, okay, like you were like so out of touch, and a part of it is that you know you have the bias to like exclude people, like marginalized people, because you know most people can't afford this. And then I have like other stuff like, but that's an argument for another day. But then we have this update from like a couple days ago.
So I had to drop out of the AI program in Amazon. I will not making Punky Duck series. It was called Punky Duck. Actions speak louder than words. My intent was to showcase artists, both new and seasoned, both inside and outside the studio, driving this new tech. My sincerest apologies to those I upset. I promise to do better moving forward. Thank you for your patience. I will try harder. In other words, I was going to lose all credibility, and I want to try and make it up, so hopefully in a year people will forget I did this.
Oh, and you're so right.
Mhm.
I mean, so many people were like, I forgive you, but even though this is clearly from like the Logan Paul like Academy of Apology given. So yeah. So we have all this, but it's like, you know, if he was a woman, let's just say like a Vivsy Popper Forever, and she pulled shit like this, she would be like the human sludge at the bottom of the Titan submersible. Because I don't know. There's just something about it. I don't know. Maybe it's because she's like queer and a lady. And then the shit with like Gooseworks a couple weeks ago. Like, huh, you know, I wonder what's different about them. You know, that, you know, we can whoopify, say, woo, which, by the way, I should say for context, he is on the autism spectrum, but I'm like, still at the same time, you're a grown ass man. And apparently, and I did research on this, he apparently was getting into like NFTs too. So this isn't the first time that he's kind of like.
But those worked out so well, though.
I know.
They really did.
All right, so, but so many people bought this up because, I mean, it's truly like a very sincere apology, right, Brock? You totally believe this. He's so sorry.
He said his sincerest apology.
Okay.
I don't know what more you can do. No one would believe all it being used in all big studios without them getting exposed, and even the artists working there are using it secretly. And honestly, I haven't worked with a single company in the past 2 years that haven't used AI in their workflow. Because you could use it for things that aren't creative generation, you fucking should! Most people in the project have been involved wouldn't want me to spend that much time because it would feedback my work to AI, and that's the new normal. And it's always easier to target one person than a company.
Yeah, I mean, even though what he's saying is like objectively true, that still doesn't make it okay. And then, this gets dumber. We're towards the apex of stupid now.
That's where that is the title of my autobiography.
Okay. So, a lot of people, you know, not all of them, some were like, I don't know if I believe your apology, man. So...
Can't just delete my response to your toothless apology on IG, block me, and then start stalking me on LinkedIn. Weak-ass behavior.
Yeah, so this has been like a full, like, clown and circus show.
You're missing a lot, Umbreon.
Oh, don't worry, I'll be on that VOD, but here's, like, the reason I wanted to, like, kind of, like, wrap this up.
Glad you had a good time. Good.
It's, the part of me that's, like, so frustrating. It's that, you know, like, a lot of dudes, and this is no offense to you guys, because I know you two personally wouldn't fucking pull this shit.
We are well aware that men are garbage.
Yes. It's not even so much that. It's more the fact that men can get away with, or have, like, more leniency. That, you know, they can be emotional, even though they're quote-unquote not emotional. That, you know, we can give them grace and time. you know, we're all human. We learn lessons. But if you try that, bitch, we'll fucking kill you. I mean, am I wrong? Am I, like, on fucking crazy pills?
No.
No.
Sure, we'll get into more of it, because don't worry, I've got something of the similar ilk to talk about when we get to the state of play, so...
But
Oh,
yeah, it was a fun weekend for me. But if you want to see like more ramble on it, like again, I kind of talk a little bit more extensively on Blue Sky. But there is a silver lining in this. I
Mhm.
got so fucking pissed off that I'm working more and more on my screenplay because it's like sometimes when you get like a writer's block or something, it's like, oh god, why am I doing this? I'm like, yeah, that's why I was doing it because y'all fucking suck and I'm making this out of spite.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
Oh god, what you need to do, and I don't know who in the fuck would do it, because at this point we are somehow at 85 episodes of this fucking podcast.
Right?
If someone had the patience to go through, and God forbid, I know this would be like me jerking my own dick here, because 90% of it would be footage of me. Just a compilation of rants, like spliced together to some, funky music. Baby Monster, Blackpink, you pick. I just...
You gotta find some good clippers because they're getting replaced by AI too. But I'm like, we will pay you good money to fucking find this.
Okay, you say that, and I would. But I have seen the actual legit prices with paperwork backed up on it, what some streamers pay their clippers.
Oh no, it's crazy.
They make 15 times what I do in a year just to clip.
That's insane.
There's some people that are paying clippers $20,000 a month.
Man. Can I get in on that action?
You could just give me 10. I'll take 5.
Yeah.
My God.
Yeah, let's get in on that.
Give or take, I'd have to watch people like Aiden Ross all fucking day long, and God knows that's fucking
Jesus
fun.
Christ.
But
yeah, so it's
Okay, maybe
hazard
not.
pay.
there's a lot of hazard pay involved, but I'm just like, how much money do you make? You mean I could be... Yeah!
Yeah, you're in the wrong occupation,
You're in
bro.
the wrong business, my friend. That call center is not suiting you. You need to grow up and be a real man and start clipping.
The call center, oh my gosh.
The
All right.
clipping.
The clipping. All right. So, for those of you that weren't a part of our live stream earlier today, everything.
Where were you? No,
at the stage? Yeah, where were you when I was in a really bad mood at first before we got the stream
Exactly.
started?
Oh, fuck. Fucking Windows 11.
God, piss me off. The fact that it literally borked my sonar to where I could not open it in any way, shape, or form. It was on my desktop, but I couldn't open it. So I had to delete it and then install the new one to get it to work. I saw 15 different answers on my phone to show me how to do it with it being on there, and then it all led down to, yeah, man, eventually I think you're just going to have to, install a new version of Sonar. Huh?
What?
Why? Fucking dumb. Alright. Talk to my endocrinologist. Okay, so, anyway, we live streamed the State of Play earlier today. It was alright. I will
pretty
admit,
decent.
I don't think this is the one that you probably would have led with starting to show them at Alamo Draft Houses. My personal opinion. I think it should have been the one before this, the one that you, me, and Josh did that was super stacked.
Yeah, that one had a lot. It was,
that was really
I
good.
think it flowed better
Oh, absolutely.
as well.
This one,
This was okay.
it had a major pacing issue, though.
Yeah.
And then they were kind of like, hey, and finally now, the last one. But, I mean, the last one was really fucking good, in my opinion, but it's got a vagina in it, so you can't like it! Men shouldn't like vaginas unless they're fucking them! Anyway, sorry.
Good
That's
Lord.
gonna get clipped.
Is that the is that the angle that they're taking?
Oh, we're gonna see. Hey, Kiona, did you know that the games are called Kratos?
No.
Because you can't have a Kratos game if another person's in it. Oh wait, they're called God of War, which Kratos hasn't been since God of War 2. The original God of War 2.
Yeah, I mean,
So
God
it's
of War is the
almost like-
franchise name.
So
yes.
it's almost like that's not even accurate. And if that's
Nope.
technically it, then it stopped being God of War when Atreus was in it, because you play as Atreus and you play. It's almost like we just make up excuses because we're stupid. Anyway, so the first thing they showed off was Marvel's Wolverine.
Mm-hmm.
I like it quite a bit.
Looks good. I was curious as to what they would do with traversal and stuff in that game, but
Yes.
it looks like they got that handled.
Yes, very much so. Hey, Kiona, did you know that that Jean Grey in there is as ugly as a foot? Apparently.
I did not, because that's not true.
Yeah, I didn't either. Apparently, if her tits aren't out and she doesn't have an ass the size of a Buick Century, she's ugly.
Really?
Gosh damn it! It's so- Here's the thing. I'm not that crass of a person, but 90% of the clips on this Twitch are from these rants. So someone's going to be like, oh, Timmy, what did you do? I found this great channel where this guy who's pretty laid back in his gaming streams and doesn't like go over the top or do whatever. He's really fun to watch. Let me look at some of his clips to make sure it's appropriate. Blah!
Well, you know,
To be fair, one of the guys I look up to most of the streaming community is Queso, and that man won't swear, but he will say some of the most egregious shit I've heard in my entire life.
I mean,
Yeah.
if anything, you can marvel at the random word salad that Twitch names your clips.
Yeah,
Little solid yam clam.
clam champ. I'll never fucking understand those. They're never even close. Like, they don't even have an AI that's like guessing at the words you said. Yeah, every one of the clips have those random bullshit whatevers at the end of them. I never understand it ever. It's so fucking weird. But go look through my thing if you could get the URLs to pop up. Every single one of them has one of those stupid things.
Little solid yam clam jam. I can't. I
Well,
can't even get through
yams-
it.
You know,
It's Little Solid Yamc Clam Champ. That's my rap name.
well, you know what? I think about certain things with clams, you know,
Okay.
and diving for pearls.
Indeed. Oh,
That's
that's
getting-
why. To be fair, so
That's
why.
getting clipped. Anyway,
Yeah.
I think. Okay, I have to ask you, Kiona. Did you think the art
Yeah.
style of this looks ugly?
For
Wolverine.
God of War, or for
Wolverine.
Wolverine. He's a little
It's-
too hairy.
Well, no,
but
I mean
other than
like
that-
like faces, characters, all that. The style of what the human beings themselves look like.
I mean, it's pretty much what Insomniac does with their superhero games. It's
Like-
it's on par with that, I would say.
It's realistic, but
Which
it's
is like-
not
yeah, it's
hypo-realistic.
realistic, Right, correct. Yeah, it's not like photorealism.
Yeah,
There is art direction to it,
yeah.
but yeah, I mean they do tend to they lean towards a more realistic version of faces and
Because, like, a
Yeah.
photo of Sabretooth popped up and they said this game looks so fucking ugly. I'm like-
Sabretooth.
I'm like,
Hold
the
on.
the hairy man?
Yeah, right?
Like, Omega Red looked great. The little bit you saw of Mystique looked great.
Yeah.
All the little mutants looked great. I'm still bugging myself that I can't think of what the little green mutant's name is, because I know I've seen him.
That's Artie.
almost-
Or
Is that
that's
Artie?
no, that's Leech. I'm
That
sorry.
is
that's
Leash? Okay, I was
Yeah,
right. That is
that's
Leash.
Leech.
But yeah, it's just...
So I'm looking at this, you know, pic of, because I have a pic of Sabretooth, like
Marvel's
R- r- r-
Wolverine.
Yeah, no, I have it
Okay.
because I'm quick like that. Really?
Yeah, he's ugly, apparently. That art style is hideous. Apparently.
I mean,
that looks like Sabretooth to me.
Yeah.
I mean
a
that
wild, hairy man clad in yellow.
I mean that
Yeah.
looks like every like legit. We're not counting like X-Men Wolverine. I mean that looks like the dude from the comics. So
Yep.
Which sadly, the best
Uh,
version of Sabretooth they had was the one that looked nothing like Sabretooth.
I mean,
I
Logan
know.
himself is not a beautiful man. You know what I mean?
No.
Logan
no,
is meant to be.
he's like 5'3". Like he's not
Yeah.
Hugh Jackman.
No.
No, he's not Hugh Jackman.
no, he's a
so-
grubby little Canadian. Like,
Yeah.
what the hell are you talking about?
Yeah, like, I will say, I am looking forward to the gameplay in this because the back and forth
Yeah.
between you and Jean Grey, where you're like serving up people for psychokinetic blast to get shot back at you so you can
Yep.
shish kebab them. When he
Yep.
drop kicked that guy through the forks of that forklift.
Oh yeah, that was amazing.
Also, everyone, we need to talk a little bit about how y'all don't realize what Wolverine's powers are.
God.
Ever since this trailer came on and they showed that Wolverine was wearing like a padded like armor suit, like the like normal stuff that he wears.
Yes.
They're like, this is such fucking bullshit. My Wolverine doesn't wear armor. I'm like, hey guys, Wolverine regenerates. That doesn't mean he still likes being hurt, you stupid fucking idiots.
And also, it would take more of his concentration in order to regenerate from a whole bunch of
Yes.
wounds if he's like getting killed by a hail of bullets.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Bullets can still stop him.
yeah, they can.
It's not like he'll sit there and be like, "Oh yeah, I'm perfectly fine." 1 second after getting hit by a
Yeah,
bullet.
because
That's what they showed in the
Wolverine
movies.
isn't
That's what they showed in the comics.
Like, because I mean, technically, Wolverine isn't immortal.
No.
Technically, no.
He just has a really good healing factor, and if you can get basically his heart to stop, he's dead. I feel like the easiest way to take care of him would be to drown him.
They killed him off in the comics once, but it was done in like a really dumb way because
Wasn't it
they
when
encased
froze
him.
in adamantium,
They
right?
encased him in adamantium, yeah,
Yeah.
and so he wasn't actually dead. I don't think, but it was
so he
like
got Han Soloed.
Yeah, he
Essentially,
was
but then
basically
they
a
cut him out
statue
like
for
a
a
day
number of
later.
months. Yeah.
It was weird. That sounds like they're confusing Wolverine with Superman. I don't know. They're just gonna bitch for the sake of bitching. But
Of course.
yeah, what they haven't confirmed yet, what I want them to is that this is a straightforward linear game
Mm.
because that's what it feels like. This
It
does not
feels
seem
like
like
it
open
is.
world, which I would appreciate the shit out of.
I just don't know how you do an open world game with Wolverine with all the like I mean you can have him like using his claws and stuff to climb up
Yeah,
Bro,
but it seems
buildings
super
if they
convoluted.
want to.
And what it would be is if wouldn't seem convoluted is if you're in somewhere where he can kill people all the time.
Yeah.
Which, if you put him in, is it Roanapur? No, not Roanapur. That's for Black Lagoon.
Madripoor.
Madripoor. If you put him in somewhere like Madripoor,
Mm.
then I'd buy that a little bit more. But we got to see Patch for a hot second in there, so that was pretty sick.
So
I don't know.
obviously they are going to put him in Madripoor, yeah.
So I don't know if this is a costume or what that is, but I'm looking quite forward to that because Insomniac is one of the best people at putting costumes in games. So I'm looking quite
Mhm.
forward to that. All right,
And they do tend to they tend to cherry pick and use
Yeah.
a lot of the character's history in their games too.
Mhm.
So you know
and they make some originals too, which some are hits.
Yeah, they do.
And then some are sponsored by Adidas. Man, that Miles costume just ain't it. Like, it could have been better if the colors were a little different and they changed a little bit of some parts. The dreads hanging out on the top, didn't mind that so much, but... eek.
I like some of the voice actors' delivery too. Some of those
yeah.
line deliveries were
when they were
really
fighting on the
nice.
truck.
Mm-hmm. Out of my way.
Yeah, one thing I would like is if it was kind of open world, maybe in a way like God of War Norse mythology has been,
Mm-hmm.
where you go to like
Yeah,
an
like
area.
Umbreon saying with the sort of like Fallen Order, sort of like God of
Yeah.
War 2018 kind of thing.
Yeah, I would like that
Yeah.
quite a bit.
I could see that.
Until
That would
Dawn
work.
2.
Oh, that was interesting. Douchebag Simulator, as I like to call
Douchebag
it.
Simulator. So Neil Newbon is in it. Not confirmed yet, but I swear to God that one guy is Dacre Montgomery. It looks
That's
just
totally-
like him. And
Yeah.
did you recognize anybody else that was in there?
Not offhand, no.
Wait, hold on. Cast of Until Dawn 2. Okay, so it was Dacre Montgomery. Peter
Mhm.
Stormare, obviously. Spencer Moore
Yep.
2. Sarah Catherine Hook. Hannah Kemple and Tanner Buchanan?
Hmm.
I guess there's more names that are going to be revealed. Anyway, so we it's going to be more on a tropical island this time versus versus on a mountain. So there's that. And it's looking like you're escaping a killer again, but it is a little bit different. And it's being made by Firesprite, because I don't know if it's true, but a rumor went around that Sony and Supermassive kind of had a falling out after after Until Dawn, apparently. So that would explain why the IP is still there, because I would assume that Sony owns that. Maybe that was they wanted to make an Until Dawn 2 themselves, and then Sony went, "You're only making it for PlayStation," and maybe they didn't want to make it just for that. So that could be a thing, but again, that's just me fucking shooting shit into the wind. But so yeah, there is that. Give me 1 second. All right, so then we also have Stuntman Hollywood, a game that we were very fucking lost in what we were watching as we were watching it.
Mm-hmm.
So essentially, it is a Stuntman game, but you're getting to drive all of the cars of Hollywood. So yeah, it's awesome. You get everything from Mad Max to the DeLorean and Kit from Knight Rider, so it's been a shitting in the wind. Never heard that Bob Dylan song before. You're right, because it's by Neil Diamond. Anyway, that looks really interesting. I'm gonna play the living shit out of that. That looks cool. Kimori, the 3-player action kind of hunty game from that girl that used to work at Tango Gameworks. It looks cool. You could tell
Looks interesting.
You could tell that it was from her, because it's kind of like their art style, sort of, for Ghostwire. I really like her attitude, like overall as presenting. She seems really excitable. You know what I'm saying? She like seems genuinely excited about what she's doing. It didn't feel like corporate speak with her. Like, it was
Yeah,
just,
she has a lot of passion for it.
yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, that looks really cool. I need to see more of actually how the hunts work, because if that is like not kind of like an extraction, whatever, I'd be very for that. All right, might be joining Brock in the Capcom stand corner, because, bro, the corner is fine. We have air conditioning and cookies, my man. Come on over here. There's plenty of room in the Capcom stand corner. Trust me, we're always welcoming new members. We're gonna get there, don't you worry. Because I'm gonna be streaming the fuck out of that demo that came out. They are too good at their jobs. They will have released 4 games this year, 3 of them Game of the Year contenders. And they already have another
run.
generational, and they're setting up a secondary headquarters across the street to make more games, because they just can't fit the amount of talent they have in one building. And they have the ability to go, hey, yeah, this game wasn't working. Yeah, take another 4 years and finish it. That's how we got Pragmata. Like, what the fuck? All right.
I would like to see them go and have a meeting with Harada over at versus studio,
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god.
and maybe go talk to him about maybe developing something with them,
Well,
considering his studio name is Versus.
well,
And also, he's a subsidiary of SNK.
he is, but
But that's my point.
that's kind of the reason why I don't see that happening because of who
I know.
owns
I
SNK.
can see that. Yeah. But maybe.
Hey,
never know.
We'll see.
He's the
Yeah,
go
at
between.
the-
We'll
I-
have to be
at
the
this-
go-between.
At this moment, I see us after Tokon has its run getting a Marvel versus Capcom next installation before we get an SNK. Because
Oh,
as
you
much as
think
I
so?
liked SNK, I do not think it had anywhere near the sales numbers of even the bad Marvel versus Capcom.
No, you're
games.
right about that. Well, you're talking about Infinite? I don't know how much Infinite sold.
Infinite still actually sold pretty well, if I remember correctly. Because the fighting game community loved it. The story was just ass baskets. It was a good fighting game. It just looked terrible.
Yeah.
And at the run they're on now, I don't see Capcom making a fighting game outside of Street Fighter unless it is fucking perfect. And they just got Street Fighter out of the way.
Fair enough.
So whatever their versus could be, whatever, it could be coming. That could be one of their first games that they
Maybe.
put on the next consoles.
Yeah.
That'd be
Could
sick.
be. That'd be
All right.
sick, yeah. I'd agree.
Tomb Raider Legacy of Atlantis has been
Looks good.
smartly, in my opinion now, considering how much shit is coming out in September and October, has been delayed until February of 2027, February 12th.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea, honestly.
Yeah, it looks really fucking good. And one thing that, hey, no one's upset about it because in this game she has a giant ass and a huge rack, so magically no one's upset.
Yeah.
About us getting another female game. But you know what? I really like this amalgamated version of Laura. Like, they went back to add the necklace on that they got from the Survivor trilogy, so that's really cool. They're working really well to make every version of Laura go into a big, like...
I mean, it is
what do I
still
say,
Crystal
line.
Dynamics, right? So it is still.
Is it?
I
Yes, it is.
think
It
it
is.
is.
It is. It is Crystal Dynamics, yeah. They're remaking
Yeah.
the very first one.
So,
And-
yeah, so they're not gonna.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be Alex Winton Regan's very first game as Laura, unless Catalyst ain't gonna come out before this. No, Catalyst wouldn't come out before this. I don't believe.
No, I don't
But-
think so. I don't
No,
believe so.
but yeah, it looks really great.
Yep.
Looking good to having the dual Glocks again. That'll be pretty sick.
I,
All right.
I understand, Umbreon. I understand.
I dislike it because I'm still in love with Survivor Trilogy model. I am too, but here's the thing. You never would have got the Survival Trilogy model if you never would have gave him a new chance to make the Survival Trilogy model.
Mm-hmm.
It's always of the thing of, don't be mad at the new thing for trying a new thing because you never would have got the old thing you love if they never would have tried a new thing. Just saying, and we've got a whole trilogy of those. I know, because I've been playing through them on my... And you don't know how Catalyst is going to work. It could very much play like those, just with a new character. So, we really can't say
And they
it's
do have
not
the
like
costume.
that model. Yeah, they do. So, and this is the remake of the old one. Once we get the Catalyst and it's the new one, it could still play the same way, just with different traversal. We don't know that it's any different, so we shouldn't be thinking it's going to be any different until we see so. Only going to be playing with a Survivor skin. Here's the thing, I didn't play with any of the Survivor skins in the new one because they have some really good skins in those games. Rayman Legends Retold. That's cool.
Oh, yeah. There's.
I'm not a Rayman's guy, but that's cool for the people that want it.
Yeah, I mean, good
Mhm.
for them, because haven't they been complaining about a new Rayman game for
Yep.
the last decade?
Yep, they have, and I found it really funny that, hey, new Rayman! It's a remake of the old ones, but, it's like...
I mean, it's like they're the same level of suffering as Star Fox fans. Like, you will have your Star Fox 64 remake, and you will
And
fucking
you will like
it.
it, and it will be the 5th time we do it, damn it! Well, here's the thing, and Umbreon's bringing this up. Anyone who's going to watch a stream of mine, you're going to realize how much they pornified the Tomb Raider in the Survivor Trilogy's face. If you play Shadow of the Tomb Raider, and you go and look at the skins, when they released the original Tomb Raider of that Survivor Trilogy on PS3, and then they put the complete edition on PS4, they changed the face model. And that's it. She went from looking like an average, really good-looking girl to a supermodel / porn star. And I had it confirmed for me when you play Shadow of the Tomb Raider, because both of the models are right next to each other and you can literally slap them back and forth and see how much they change the face model. It's kind of terrifying how much they just went, she's really pretty, but her face does not yet look like a porn star, so we're going to change that little bit. Even though she was unbelievably pretty before. But, alright. Also, we got Onimusha, Way of the Sword. Looks way more serious than, obviously, the offerings other than Pragmata toward the end that we've been getting from Capcom. Looks sick as fuck. I can't wait to play it. They got a demo out. I'm going to be changing my streaming schedule. I was originally going to stream Tomb Raider, but now my happy ass is going to be streaming Onimusha. Because you're not going to get the Capcom guy away from a Capcom game when the Capcom game is readily available for free. And that is also releasing in fucking September. Any of you that don't catch it, there is about 9,000 games releasing in September before GTA comes out in November.
Then you have Ace Combat, which is coming out in the first week of October, too.
Honestly, the last couple of Septembers have been really good for gaming. I would say arguably more than the summer.
Yeah, well, they're trying to get it all right before Christmas and other things and getting out of the holiday season where a bunch of other big shit drops. We got some more of Control Resonant, which, again, still looks fucking peak. Yeah, I played Mina the Hollower last weekend. I was not near a gaming system all of last weekend, other than when I came home on Sunday and I played Lego Batman, so no. But Mina is a game that I'm looking forward to playing. No, apparently it's getting boycotted because the new boycott for that one is that internet chuds are mad online because at one point they donated to Black Lives Matter, so they shouldn't play the game.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I want to kill every person that's on Twitter that bitches about video games.
That reminds me of the person that said that Destiny 2 was getting canceled because they have pride colors in some of their emblems and shaders, and also
Well, you know what? I hate to break it to you, but probably many of your favorite devs are trans. Like, here's the thing. Like, this is like a joke, but also serious. Like, so much of our infrastructure is like held together by like furries that if they were all to die in like a plane crash, like our country would have like a catastrophic breakdown.
Like, that reminds me, earlier today, so when I was playing Destiny, right? I was playing it, and like earlier today, I saw this one guy who was running around, and his name was definitely not a furry, and I was just going like, that makes me think that you're a furry, sir.
No. Yes, Umbreon, I did play the Horizon beta. It is fun, but it is a game that is not for me. It is a type of game that is not for me, but that type of game was made very well by them. And it is still very much a beta. That game is still a ways off. I am not getting the third Horizon game until the next console generation, for sure. Like, I know that wholeheartedly after I watch it, because like there's cutscenes where they're having stuff come up. All the gameplay looks great, but then like you're getting ready for the cutscene and it's just
Please, someone clip that. Please clip that.
Like
the T-pose.
And like there's no colors in the background. Like Aaron's face isn't moving and others. It's just, oh man. That game is early on. But again, the playing is great. It's just not my type of thing. Anybody who liked Dauntless, it's pretty much that. But anyway, what was I going to say? Oh, speaking of Horizon, also, guess what? There's Pride face paint in there too, and that game sold like 13 to 15 million copies, so anyway.
It's like, I'm sorry, like, yeah, it's like, I don't think most of these chuds know, like, how many queer people are in, like, the gaming industry. Because I don't have the numbers, but I'm willing to bet, compared to other forms of entertainment, it is, like, at a higher percentage.
Can I tell my favorite?
Definitely.
Can I tell my favorite Ron White joke that I'm pretty sure I've told on this podcast before?
Yes.
This is one of my favorite jokes of all time. So Ron White and his brother Ray are talking about this stuff, and his brother Ray is homophobic, which is about the dumbest thing you could be, which is scared of gay people. And he goes, you know what? Everyone's a little gay. And he's like, no, I ain't gay at all. He's like, yeah, you are, and I can prove it. He goes, fine, prove it. It's like, all right, do you watch porn? He's like, yeah, I love porn. You know that? He's like, all right. You only watch 2 women making love? He's like, no, I'll watch a man and a woman making love. Well, do you like the man to have a half-flaccid penis? He goes, no, I love big throbbing I did not know that about myself. It's one of my favorite jokes of all time. It's so fucking true. It's awesome.
Oh my god, mushy herring forehead.
Unusual mushy herring forehead. God damn it.
And you know what? The head part is so apropos for what we were just talking about.
First thing I hear when I get back is, I like porn. Anyway, Control Resident, again, is releasing on September 24th. Another fucking game in September.
Yep.
And also, we got Phantom Blade Zero, which exists.
Yes, it does.
Which is what we got. And it got moved ahead in the summer. We guessed it to a September release.
Septiembre.
But it still looks good. I really wish we would have got a fucking demo, but apparently we're going to get that later on in the summer. Silent Hill Townfall also got a new trailer. That still looks great. Also, coming out in September, baby! On the 24th. And then Dune Awakening exists. That's coming out September 22nd. My God. All right. Marvel Tocom. We got to see some cool stuff from that. Doctor Doom looked really good. Magneto looked sweet. Carnage looked fucking awesome. I really like the way that Goblin played. I still don't know if I'm going to play it, but the way that the characters move, it looks really sick and really slick. So, and yeah.
Oh, and Tonkin, did you hear who's playing Doom?
Do we have a confirmation?
Yeah, it's Sung-Won Cho. It's Prosy D. Yeah, and then they got Bloom back for Gabi.
What?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so Bloom is okay, this is starting to make a lot more sense. Didn't Bloom voice Goblin in Spectacular?
Yeah.
Because that would make sense, because Keaton, from the sounds of it, is voicing
Spider-Man.
He
confirmed it himself.
Okay. Which also, by the way, in that Marvel's Wolverine trailer, it sounds like Steve Bloom is voicing Sabretooth.
Yep.
Which would be spectacular if it's true.
Yeah, but the other ones that they announced, so Kellen Goff is Carnage.
That makes so much fucking sense.
And then James Arnold Taylor is Magneto.
Mm-hmm. Kellen Goff is... Oh, that makes so much sense. Kellen Goff is known for his monster-type noises. He is, like, getting up there with how good he is at it.
But it's interesting that it seems to be, like, a lot of this is, like, they're bringing back people that have, like, voiced these characters either in, like prior games or in the TV shows for, like, example, like... Or am I thinking that or Rivals? I might be thinking of Rivals. So never mind on that. Because I was thinking... No, because I was thinking for... Because they didn't announce Black Cat for this game, right?
Not for this one, no. Black Cat is in...
Yeah, Rivals, yeah, that's what I'm thinking that. But in that instance, like, they also brought, like, you know, Erica Lindbeck back from the, you know, the Insomniac Spidey games.
As she should. That woman's voice does things to me. Anyway, all right. So when we were watching this State of Play, I was having a minor aneurysm because I couldn't think of a title while we were watching Townfall, because I was like, damn it! I thought it was this really cool looking game named Ill that was gross as fuck, body horror up the ass, that has been this vaporware doesn't exist video game for like 4 years on Facebook Reels that you see all the time. They're like, all right, no, I'm just out of my mind. That's not a real thing. And then Ill showed like 2 games later.
Yep. Yeah, it did.
Yeah, apparently Mundfish is, I'm going to guess, helping produce it, but yeah, it looks so good. It's
Yeah, because it was
ugh.
it was Munfish,
And then another company
something.
after it, I don't remember.
and then Team Clout was the name of the company.
Team Cloud, there you go. So Team Cloud's probably developing it, and Mundfish, from what I understand, actually like has a good amount of money and other stuff going on for how
Yeah.
much they made from Atomic Heart. So
Right.
yeah, that looks awesome. I am going
It
to get
looks-
grossed out, and I'm going to play the shit out of that. Like Kiona in
That
the
w-
thing said, "Yeah, I'm kind of done with first person horror games." And then
Yes.
Bill came up, he's like, "I can play that one."
I'll play that one though.
Like, no, you're cool. You're fine. You can
You're
stay.
good. You can stay.
Yes,
Black
yes, you
Noir,
can stay.
you're great. All of us.
Oh my god.
I'd say that all the fucking time when I'm at work. Whenever I'm irritated with people that are doing something. You, Black Noir, you're great. All right. So, and then Jurassic Park The Lost World. I mean, Jurassic Park The Lost Wild. Nope, just The Lost Wild. Got
But-
Lost
shown.
Wild.
Well, but let me ask you that. Will they have, like, Jeff Goldblum at the end congratulating you for winning the game?
No, they're
Oh
going
my
to
God,
get
yeah, absolutely.
Jeff Silverbloom because they can't get the proper rights. They literally have a girl breaking into a dinosaur park,
Yeah.
and it's called The Lost Wild.
God.
You are 2 syllables off from copyright. Or 2 letters off copyright. Speaking of, I thought you were about to say, speaking of Jurassic Park, Bryce Dallas Howard's ass is amazing. But yeah, I'm sure she was great to meet in person. I've never seen them have to nerf a woman's ass because it was too big to fit in the movie posters. Do you all know that? They had to nerf Bryce Dallas Howard's ass because it was too distracting on the movie posters for Jurassic World.
Damn.
That woman has a fucking shelf, and they could not comprehend it on movie posters.
It's God damn it. But you know what I'm talking about? The stupid. Have you guys played the Lost World game, or at least seen like
Yes,
the
I
endgame
know. I know
cutscene?
exactly what you're talking about.
Yes.
Yes.
I can't believe that's fucking real.
Yeah,
Because
no,
it's
no,
like,
we
because I'm
have
just
to know.
imagining that now, like just getting a random like celebrity, even if they're featured in the movie, to just be in a random ass video game.
Oh yeah, 100%. Oh yeah. Oh, I don't doubt she was a great person. From all accounts, she seems like an amazing person around.
Oh, yeah.
And then we got Bancho the chef.
I know nothing about
Dave-
it. I thought it was a
Dave
Dave
the
the
Di-
Diver thing.
And here's the thing: it said Dave the Diver developer Mint Rocket.
Oh, okay.
Huh.
It's a prequel telling the origin story of its sushi master Bancho the chef. So it's an origin story for that character.
I think I
Okay.
had seen Dave the Diver played on a Twitch stream or something
Yeah.
at some point by one of my friends, and so like I was just, I did just unlock the memory there.
Yeah. So, and then Kiona's favorite part of the entire show, they showed Marathon.
Oh yes, yeah, I was thrilled. Did not make me want to punch a wall, not even a little.
I mean, I imagine Kiona, you were like so happy. It was like the highlight of your week.
The highlight of my week. It was like the time when I missed the rebirth thing and came back, and instead it was fucking. What was
The
it?
Hoyo-
Zenless
it
Zone
was the
Zero or
Hoyoverse
something?
game. For those that don't know, God, I want to say that was like 2 or 3 years ago.
That was like, yeah. was about 3 years
Kiona
ago.
was like, man, all I want to do is hear, what was the song from Final Fantasy?
It was the Aerith song that she
The Air
sang
song,
in
the
Rebirth.
Air song
yeah.
from Final Fantasy is like, okay, that's
I
the
just
one.
wanted to see anything.
He's like, it would be really cool if they did something with that. They probably won't, but I just want to see anything from Final Fantasy. And he's like, all right, guys, hey, I got to go to the bathroom. I'm going to go away. Literally 2 seconds after he sets his headset off and goes off, all of a sudden we're watching the screen and me and Josh are looking at each other going, oh no. Oh no. Fucking sending out messages like crazy. Kiona, come back! And then when he finally gets back, he's like, he comes rushing in, and he's like, "What I missed?" And it's fucking like Hoyoverse, some bullshit
it's
anime.
fucking Honkai Star Rail.
Oh God.
And I was like, oh my, are you kidding me?
me and Josh, I'm like trying to stop a relative from being assassinated while I'm trying to fucking hammer these messages. Oh God, it's so great. I'll play it, but I'm not calling it Dad. I like it. That's generally the attitude I've seen from most people. All right. So no rest for the wicked. That looked kind of cool. Looked all right. Ace Combat looked great. It looked from a live action movie to a video game at a drop of a hat. So that was kind of weird. But man, this is just Top Gun Maverick. Yeah. And I'm okay with that.
It kind of always has been.
Yeah. Dynasty Warriors 3 remastered. The PlayStation updates, which we got Guitarro Man and Psyops the Mind Gate Prophecy.
That's crazy.
I'm gonna play the fuck out of Psyops the Mind Gate Prophecy. And Onimusha Dawn of Dreams, which, you know, makes sense.
I don't even remember Dawn of Dreams as a subtitle or anything.
I do not either. But the one that we're going to talk about the most, because I am still erect as we talk here in this moment. So, for the longest time, this game that Cory Barlog has been working on has been rumored as a science fiction game that had nothing to do with God of War. But then it's like, no, it's not a science fiction game, it's a fantasy game. And then they didn't mention anything about God of War. And then all of a sudden it was, this is not a new IP, but this is the closest thing to a new IP that we've done. But it's still a God of War game. We assumed. Yeah, Brian. And then the two long-standing things that were probably going to be the one final thing were going to be either this rumored Faye game or Code Veronica, which Code Veronica is probably going to be at, if it is at anything, it's going to be at Summer Games Fest.
Yeah.
Because I'd be really fucking shocked if they showed it at the Xbox Direct, because I don't see them showing anything but their own games. Or third-party dealings. And then we start hearing the music, and it sounds very much like the God of War theme. And then it finally showed the Santa Monica logo, and it was 20 minutes, which in the best way possible, when I say this, felt like an hour and a half. It was awesome.
Long, yeah.
Yeah, and let's see if I can sell here. So, everyone... This generation stayed with the old consoles longer than any ever has, and then everyone and their mother, and I mean this, and y'all picky fuckers cannot tell me that this is partially your faults. You had time and all other things. You cannot complain that you want games to stay on old consoles, but then bitch when you feel that these new games are not advancing enough because they're still tempering it to make it work on old consoles. You cannot have both. Because one is indicative of the other and one causes the other to happen. And you can tell that by when a game that is fully on a new console looks like a new game on a new console. This looks 1,000 times better than Ragnarok does, and Ragnarok did not look bad.
No, Ragnarok looked great, actually, yeah.
Ragnarok looked fucking phenomenal.
Yeah.
But, so, we then get this start out with them re-showing the beginning of God of War 2018, with them putting Faye on the what do you say? Is that like a burial pyre? Is that what they call that?
Yeah, a funeral pyre. Yeah,
funeral pyre. I couldn't remember if the actual pyre could be a pyre or not, but where they light her up and then start she tricks Kratos into taking the guardian ward off by breaking the circle so that Baldur comes in and fights them and they start on their journey. And she gets sent off to not Valhalla, she gets sent off to the God recycling bin in the Everwen. Yeah, she dies before the first game. She gets buried in the first game, or she gets cremated in the first game on the pyre. And they never really ever say what she technically dies from. She just, like, became ill. Because I watched this thing. No man, woman, or god is making that woman die in battle.
Yeah.
I could see why this woman made Kratos go, that one. I want that one.
Mm-hmm.
And why they probably never had fights in the household, because, I would be scared to death if I was Kratos and I had to put up with that woman angry.
Oh, yeah.
So, it is played by Deborah Ann Wall, and when I say they just put
Fabulous.
Deborah Ann Wall in a video game, they did. This might be the best scan of a human being I've seen in a video game.
Yep.
It was fucking ridiculous. Corey's been working on this game for 6 years. And it's still in development. And underneath the tag, I shared the trailer on my oh boy, the words are gonna come to me. On my Facebook, and under the trailer it says the God of War Luffy is the next mainline chapter. Mainline. So that means it is a full game, but it also said coming out very soon.
Oh, shit.
So we're not going to have to wait that long.
September?
Jesus. I honestly, if I'm going to say something, I'm going to say March of next year. Because that is enough to where you've basically given GTA like 5 months.
You don't run to the GTA train.
Yeah, and we're out of the rush of all this other crap. So you set that where it is. Like, I'm going to tell you right now, they have another state of play that is before, regularly around like September-ish or something like that, before the Game Awards. So either at that or the Game Awards, you're going to get the release date and the pre-orders and all that horseshit. I see that happening that way, and it's going to be early next year. And then I will be putting a vacation in for that entire week. It's just...
As well you should.
Umbreon, I am telling you right now, you are not seeing Horizon 3 until maybe halfway through the next console generation. Because most of the staff at Guerrilla is working on Hunter's Gathering, and that thing is still a ways away from release. So, nothing in this current console generation is going to be delayed because of Horizon. As much as I would love that to happen, I am very realistic, and I mean this, you're not seeing that game for another 6 to 7 years. Before or after GTA, considering GTA 6 comes out in like 4 months, no, you're not going to see Horizon 3 before then. Because they haven't even started development on Horizon 3, despite the fact that a lot of fake Facebook posts with literally no resources or sources whatsoever say they started development. Their source is, my dad works at Nintendo. Oh wait, I meant PlayStation.
I mean, yeah, he's an executive vice president's assistant manager.
What does that
He's
make
the
us?
senior
Absolutely
janitor.
nothing. It is what you will soon become. But anyway, we'll see. We will see it before GTA 7. Yeah, I sure as fuck hope so. But yeah, Faye is stuck in God's recycling bin, and she is accompanied by a cosmic gelatinous cube voiced by Jack Quaid. A sentence I didn't know I was ever going to say.
It took some tonal turns, you could say.
Yeah, but like, there's going to be a thing where that's a creature that's in some... If we're going to talk about things looking dumb, these are mythologies that have some of the stupidest shit we've ever seen in our lives. So, if a gelatinous cube is helping you fight in combat, I'm fine with it. Because so far, that gelatinous cube kicked ass. and you have a talking sword as well that is more than what it's supposed to be, and everyone keeps talking about what this fucking sword is. But
That gave me some Forspoken vibes.
a little bit. But
A little.
Faye literally plays like a Devil May Cry character.
Yeah, Faye is awesome. Yeah,
With Doctor Strange abilities. She literally
it's crazy.
soul snatches someone out of their body, performs a combo, and brings the soul back in before she finishes the combo. And you fought with different titles of weapons. She's got magic along with a melee weapon. Oh. Did I mention I was erect? Because I'm erect. Because, like, it's...
I mean, it's a freaking skyscraper, dude.
Dude, I'm shocked this table is staying in it's about as good as condition as what it is, because that trailer, oh my Lanta. Like, I am bordering at... I'm trying to...
Ecstasy, forget sex. Like, screw that. That shit's boring.
That quote from fucking Mrs. Doubtfire, where he's talking about, she's got a jackhammer in the bedroom, dear. You could chisel concrete with that thing.
God. Oh, you know what is actually hilarious is that this weekend I'm recording episode late crap, and we're doing this Jumping the Shark episode of Happy Days, which I didn't know that was the same season that Mork happened, and that show still ran for like another 5 years.
Wow. I forgot that
That's
Mork
crazy.
happened. I forgot that Mork came from there.
Yeah.
That's funny. But yeah, Faye looks fucking great. And Corey, you beautiful bastard, I trust you in anything. And I read the synopsis. It happens parallel to the story beats of God of War, the Norse games. So you're going to be doing stuff that counteracts with them. So I don't know how that's all working.
I have no idea.
But it's going to be really interesting. And what's going to be funky is if this runs parallel to that and she's in the God recycling bin, that means that you could have boss fights with bosses from the God of War games after they're dead and they come into there with Faye. So the amount of boss battles that could be in this fucking game without needing to make up new boss fights? This game could be fucking ridiculous. Because we already have a Chinese and an Egyptian god as the two main antagonists. And I legitimately can't wait. This looks so fucking cool. If this is what God of War spin-off games are going to be, I don't want Santa Monica to make anything other than God of War ever. And they don't need to if this is the variety they can do. He was speaking Mongolian, Umbreon, but that still is a Chinese person that was speaking Mongolian. They looked it up and they looked up that person. It is from a Chinese folklore. But they were speaking in Mongolian for whatever the fuck reason. But anyway, yeah, it looks so fucking good. So fucking good. I just, I fucking can't with it. It's just outrageous. But, yeah. Ragnarok and Laufey exist within the same shared universe, Corey says. Everything they're doing inside the game, running parallel to the timeline of 2018 and Ragnarok, also has direct connections to everything. So everything is a part of a singular universe inside of it. None of this we're telling is like a side story. This is all a new chapter in the same book, a massive book, and we're starting to show that there's more than you could have ever imagined. I can't fucking wait. All right. Hey, Kiona.
Mm-hmm.
So, there's also an Xbox show this week.
There is.
Oh.
Yes.
There is. And already I'm starting to get scared for Aisha.
Yeah. Me too.
So, she made a post about we're going to keep showing the PlayStation logos and all the other stuff that they were like, hey, because this is where all the games are going. And then a bunch of chuds online bashed her and went, no, that's not what we want. That I'm not going to subtitle it. You can figure it out on your own. That was exactly what they said too. Word for word.
Yep.
I read it on Twitter. And then she went, "Oh, sorry, we misread everyone's intentions. I'll work better on that in the future." Kiona, a couple of questions.
Uh-huh.
A, do you give a flying fuck what logos are shown at the end of games?
No, not really. Other than for
I-
informational purposes is all I care about.
I mean, I don't.
Do you think she should be following the suggestions of the loud people on Twitter?
No.
No.
The
Never.
loud people on Twitter are the ones that encouraged everything that Phil and Sarah did.
Yep.
It's almost like they have no fucking idea what they want and or talking about.
No. Hard choices are coming to Xbox, says Asha Sharma. Growth slowed down and subscriber loss accelerated after the pricing and SKU changes last year. We will have to outwork the problem in front of us in our path to restore durable growth. Do you know what that problem is they're trying to outwork? Game Pass.
Yeah. I mean, like, what is she supposed to do? I mean, she just got handed like a fucking shit sandwich. Like, what is she like supposed to do?
Because to outgrow that Game Pass problem, you have to get a community of gamers that you have trained to think that it is borderline sacrilegious to buy a video game to start buying video games. And I, outside of getting rid of day one on Game Pass, don't know a way she can do it. There's no other way, in my opinion. You're never going to make people buy Xbox games again in that fashion unless you take that off Game Pass. Is that going to happen? No, but that's the only way you're going to do it. There's no other way to get people on Xbox to buy games again because they know they don't have to.
Yep.
And they know that they're losing money out their asshole because of it.
Yep.
So it's just...
You know, here's like the thing I don't get, and like a lot of companies like did this, especially with gaming. Did they think that COVID was just gonna last, you know, at like the insano levels that it was like forever?
No, but they thought that the hype of Game Pass never was going to die. And Xbox didn't care about it as much, though and the PlayStation did, because PlayStation, I feel, fed more into that mistake than Xbox did because of how much the retention of people playing, and that's why they went into the live service, because however many people online and whatever, and Jim Ryan, I feel that was more of a mistake on PlayStation's part. Xbox was always just under the impersonation of, if we can get enough subscribers into this machine, which they were not getting as many as what people thought they were during COVID, and only Xbox can create something great for a consumer and absolutely terrible for business. They are very good at screwing themselves over. But they just thought, but they also had unrealistic goals too, of how much they wanted to get even with COVID. The percentage of what they wanted to get, that like 30 percentile thing, was just never going to happen even with COVID.
What reality? Like maybe like 20%, but like 30?
Yeah, I don't know.
I just don't know like what realm of reality that they were on.
Yeah, I don't get it. One thing I do get though, and it is going to make this Christmas season and all that very interesting. The next Call of Duty is Modern Warfare 4, and it is next gen only. They are leaving the old consoles behind. So that means this November, and then when that comes out, which I don't know what the release date is, you're going to have the next Call of Duty and the next GTA coming out, and they only come out on next gen consoles. This means one of two things. Either you're going to have people still sit and bitch and sit on their asses and go, I'm not buying a new console, and then wait it out, and eventually they'll cry and bemoan and bitch about it. Or we are going to see one of the biggest tidal waves of buys of consoles by the people that say, I would not buy a console for one video game, buying it for one video game.
Mm-hmm.
And
Or
it's going to
two.
be one of those two. Or both.
Or both. Yeah.
I'm telling you right now, if it swings for option 2, Modern Warfare 4 being next-gen only and GTA being next-gen only is going to put PlayStation over 100 million units of the PS5 sold. It's going to do it. It barely made sense during COVID, if I'm being perfectly honest. The amount of we need to keep consumers around, like, it's... After a while, I get it, but just... When I see people 6 years into a console generation saying, if... And this is, I'm not saying not everybody has money all the time, but Kiona, tell them if I'm over the line here. And Bree, well, obviously. If you actually wanted a PS5 or an Xbox Series X, and you said, I'm going to save for an Xbox Series X, and then 7 years into the console generation, before these massive price hikes hit, you went, yeah, man, I still don't have that $500 to pay for a console.
I would say you're full of shit.
$500 in 7 years?
I mean, I have like the money to buy like a Switch to another stuff, and it's like, like, you know, for me, because I'm so busy doing stuff, when am I gonna have the time? But like, if I wanted to buy a console like tomorrow, I would just do it.
Yeah, if it was something you honestly wanted, you would have saved the money. You could have saved $50 every 2 months. It would have had that money saved within 2 years.
And like the crazy thing for like, this is like me, but for me, that's maybe like 1 or 2 freelance jobs. Like, if I wanted to buy a little something for myself, and I just like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna just spend time and just like, you know, game a lot more. I mean, I haven't been gaming as much because I've been busy. I would just do it.
Yeah, I just don't fucking get that mentality of, I'm gonna sit and bitch more. I'm not getting it until then. And all of a sudden they would go, well, the price jumped. Well, fuck you, no, I can't get one. You said last week you were never buying one.
It's called manifest and motivation. Like, if you want something, you will move heaven and earth to like fucking do it. I mean, that's how I am.
Absolutely, 100%. And I'm gonna share a story that I legitimately forgot I did this. 1,000% forgot I did this until Josh reminded me when we were when we were watching the State of Play. When they were still somewhat hard to get for PS5s, I walked into a Best Buy. I saw like 5 PS5s, a literal fucking mountain of Series X's and Series S's. And I walked over and I already had a PlayStation. I got very lucky and got one right away because of a fucking giveaway with a whatever. So I just went over and swiped one of those puppies, sat back on a couch and started looking through my contacts and went, who do I know wanted a PS5 and could do payments? Went up, contacted Josh, and then Josh went, are you fucking serious? I'm like, I have a PS5 in my hand. Can you make me payments until this is paid off? He goes, yeah, but I don't know how long. I'm like, I don't care how long. When it's paid off, I'm sending you it. Is that okay with you? I will buy this now and you can pay me it off as long as it takes you to get it. He goes, yeah, buy it. I'll make payments. Got it. And then within like 4 months, Josh had it paid off. Because he had the opportunity and knew he could get it. Because he actually wanted one.
I mean, that was like me back in the day for like a Wii. Like, it took me like a little bit, but I just found it like, you know, randomly like, hey, can I have?
Yeah.
Yes.
And that's like Heisers was saying here. I saved for a Switch 2 for like 3 to 4 years and managed to get one easily. Fucking shocking when you save the money, how little you need to save over a couple year period of a console generation waiting to come. It's almost like these generations are 10 years long, damn near. You could save up some money. Anyway, so in an interview with Games Radar, director Chow Young-hee said, we love it when you say it feels like a PS3 game, talking about Pragmata. Producer Naito Oyama explained that it was a time where a lot of different developers and publishers were experimenting. The PS3 and Xbox 360 were known for original ideas, new IPs, and took creative risks. That is true. This is why some players players compare Pragmata to that era. And I mean it. Like this and that Wild Wild West vampire hunting game. Was it Evil West?
Evil West, yeah.
Yeah, that felt exactly like a 360 PS3 game, and in the best
really
way
did.
possible. It was so good.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Hey guys, when does something just become a Ponzi scheme? Star Citizen reaches $1 billion pledged. It was supposed to release in 2014 originally and still has no official release date.
Yeah.
It's still in beta.
And it never will.
And people still keep buying stuff in it and they go, man, I have one. I have one of these fucking whales. For those that don't know, a whale is a person that spends so much money in a thing. And I felt bad. But when I tell you I got in my car and I laughed until I cried, I literally laughed till I cried. This is a guy who I was good friends with in high school and then kind of became a useless douchebag afterwards. And every day when he came and he was talking about, I got this ship in Star Citizen and I could do this thing in Star Citizen and trust me, you'd like it if you tried it. I'm like, no, I really wouldn't. And then I found out that he got hacked and lost his email that granted him access to like $5,000 in ships that he bought on Star Citizen.
Fuck. Yeah.
And I'm biting my tongue at work. And then I get out to my car. And I swear, you could have heard me tens of feet away from my car. I was laughing so fucking hard. Like, how stupid can you be? A, to spend that much money on ships, but B, to spend it on something where you have no guaranteed way you're going to keep it. You're buying vaporware. The game doesn't exist. It's in beta.
This is. Why are people stupid, Brock?
We have an entire subject in the podcast about.
But why?
I don't know.
I'm dumb. Tell me why, Brock.
Because people think. Here's one thing. I like decorating rooms every now and then and certain stuff like that in video games, but it's like, I don't know if it's just me, but your living quarters, unless you can actually interact, and like sometimes they'll like put in interactive stuff like pool or other things you can actually play with friends inside these interactive environments. It's just a thing you're decorating that sits there. And then sometimes you sleep to advanced timers in video games. I've never gotten the whole, well, I can walk around my entire ship and talk to blank and blank. When it's in Mass Effect and it's literally part of the plot to talk to your crew, that's different. I just don't have random NPC named Billie Jean Bullyhole over here that just like Bowie Knife 99 over here is just sitting in a corner, and I just can't. I just can't. It's so stupid.
Nor can I.
All right. Speaking of, it's so stupid. I can't believe it.
Oh wait, there's more?
No, this is a different dumb. 11 Labs has struck an expansive deal with Stan Lee Universe to add the late Marvel Comics writer's voice and likeness to its iconic marketplace. A collection of celebrity personalities and voices and likenesses, and companies can license for commercial use.
Can we just let Stan die and just rest in peace?
Yeah.
You know what? Like, whatever, controversy or whatever is alive, the last few years of his life were legitimately awful. Just please let this man die.
Yeah. There's a whole documentary about it. All right. So Marvel Comics has long resurrected iconic characters for second acts. Now 11 Labs is doing so for the Marvel's most famous character, Stan Lee, in a sense. The AI audio company on Wednesday has struck an expensive deal with Stan Lee Universe, the joint venture between Guinness Brands International and POW Entertainment, to add the late Marvel Comics writer and voice and likeness to 11 Labs' iconic marketplace. Its collection of celebrity personality voices and likenesses companies can use for commercial use. You know, they never tell you what they never tell you about Legends, the AI-generated version of Stan Lee says in the video released by 11 Labs. They outlive the page.
Fuck everyone involved with this. Look, it would be fine if they just used actual, like, archival recordings of things that he said, but that's
Yeah.
not Stan Lee.
No. In addition to starting
No.
Wednesday, users can generate the Spider-Man and Iron Man co-creators' likeness within templates inspired by comic book panels through a visual generator, though the images and videos are restricted to non-commercial use or is voiced to narrate any book through its 11 Reader app. The voice was trained on professional recordings of Lee, according to 11 Labs. Stan always believed that meeting his fans where they were in the pages of a comic, at a convention, or in a quick on-screen cameo, Chaz Rainey, a lawyer and board member of Stan Lee Universal, said in a statement, "This partnership is a way to continue that. Fans have always told us when they read comics, they hear the words in Stan's voice, and now thanks to 11 Labs, we can make that a reality."
But it's not him. Like, that's the whole thing of the AI
Yeah.
voice. It's not like
him.
it's not like you know. I think Roger Ebert had like a primitive version of that. But here's the thing: he used it in his voice box when he was still alive, so it was his words, just computerized to him, so he could still talk.
Yep, I agree. The Lee partnership comes as celebrities and for those who have passed their states experiment with their likenesses and licenses of AI-related material. Other actors and personalities who have voices and likeness available through 11 Labs include Michael Caine, Judy Garland, that's fucking disgusting, Burt Reynolds, David Hasselhoff, and Albert Einstein. Separately, Val Kilmer's
consent.
Separately, Val Kilmer's estate has also recently allowed the upcoming film As Deep as the Grave to use his image and voice to create an AI-generated version to lead the movie despite his 2025 death. As producers, we are used to bringing very different people to the same table, solve hard problems, and this is exactly what this moment requires, Laurie McCreary, who co-founded production company Revelations with Morgan Freeman, said in a statement. Technology companies and the entertainment industry need to work together to create AI systems that respect consent,
which is fucking bullshit.
That respect consent, project name, image, and likenesses, and preserve the value of human creativity. If we do that well, we won't keep up with technology. We will help shape it.
That is just such like fucking horseshit, by the way.
And then in the video, it cuts off with Stan saying, "With great power becomes great responsibility."
Fuck you.
In addition to the Marvel legend comes during a year that continued momentum for 11 Labs, which raised $500 million in a Series D funding round earlier this year at an $11 billion valuation 5 months after the company launched in 2022. Offered employees a $100 million tender to offer at a $6.6 billion valuation. I'm telling you now, I love Stan Lee. I respect Stan Lee. This is horseshit. But I am telling you now, when I read Batman comics, I read them in Kevin Conroy's voice. Because I hear the intonation in my head, but it is me reading it in Kevin's voice in my head. If I see an advertisement with an AI-generated version of Kevin Conroy's voice, I'm going to burn down buildings. The person I will become if I hear that, this world is not ready for.
No, it's just so gross and it's so disgusting. Like, other than the fact that it's like creepy, like if this was, back in, Victorian times or whatever, and we, had like, freak shows and, we're like, just puppeting corpses, like how is this any different? Like, it's low class for a reason. It's like, oh, we're just putting under shiny veneer that it's somehow better. Oh, we're not literally puppeting the corpse. It's still a corpse.
Technically.
Well, anyway, did you guys have anything else? Because I did want to leave this on a positive note for 5 months.
That wasn't positive?
Okay. So I saw this reposted on my Blue Sky, and this is one of my favorite clips ever. I mean, I'm not going to say what it is, but I don't think you'll ever guess what it is, Brock. Alright.
今や人類を来るべき人口過密状態と食糧危機から救うのはキリストでもブッダでもない。
Is that He-Man?
ゲイだけなんだぞ。
What?
今や人類を
Happy Pride, everyone! Oh no, Brock broke again.
In the fuck was that?
I think it's like an 80s like anime, but it's just, like it's clipped out of context.
You don't say! Jesus.
Oh, that was brilliant.
I just
think
thought,
I just had a stroke. What the fucking...
I'm trying to remember which anime this is from. Ah. Oh my god. I'll probably figure out which anime it is, but God damn it! I hate that I can't remember this name of this. Oh, I just
Oh my Lanta. This could be something we can end on. I just saw something awesome. All right, y'all want to see? Y'all want to see something funny? So I'm talking about how much I love this God of War game, and I can't wait for it. Do y'all want to see the beauty of motion capture?
Oh yes.
I present to you Cube Quaid.
Oh, that is incredible. Look at how immaculate he looks. Just the posing, just looks dazed and fucking confused.
And like, they have this stuff drawn here so you can tell where the eyes are supposed to be.
He's like, where the fuck am I at? What the fuck is going on?
Good God. I would love to know the absolute horseshoes, just stupid shit that goes on for motion capture for these fucking things. Absolute clown shoes.
Trying to walk through a door.
Yeah. Just trying to picture him being tossed around and not break that fucking pipe cleaner of a whatever he's wearing.
It looks like it's made from pipe.
He comes, I'm just loving. He's like, all right, I get to play this great character. His voice is gonna be awesome. What are you, gelatinous cube? He's like, all right, sick. I get to be a God of War. Put that thing on. Oh.
Also, Brock, if you see Umbreon like clip the one clip, I think if you ever do a subscriber emote, that has to be it. Just put it as a GIF of UT posting. New subscriber.
God. I didn't even know if it was gonna look that good or not.
Oh no, it looks great.
Where is this? I have to see this. I have to see this.
It's a mushy herring for a head.
It's so fucking dumb. To the left there, fucking them. Anyway, sorry.
No, wrong one.
Nope, that's not it. Frickin' A, I'm wearing this sweatshirt too much. Where is it?
Here. I'll just link it to you. I'll just put it in the private chat.
No, I found it.
Okay, you found it?
Please, someone clip that.
It looks so fucking stupid. Did you click? Hold hold on. We gotta see this.
I have it. Hold on.
Where is it?
I'll screen share it. I have it open because I already downloaded that puppy.
You
There
need
we
to
go.
put that in the displayable videos on here. That looks so good. That
I
looked
know.
like
The best part is I can get the straight webcam version of that, and we could just have that clipped forever.
I need that sent to me. I need it sent to me yesterday. Do it, make it so. All right, we're gonna get out of here. I need to get some sleep. Alrighty, Kyoto, where can everybody find you?
You can find me on Blue Sky and Twitch and Neoplasmic.
Bree?
You can find me on Blue Sky at crazylemur.bsky.social. You'll see me being either funny or really, really angry sometimes. As always, Late Crap is on Renegade Pop Culture now. Latest episode is episode 37, which deals with the Roger Corman produced Aladdin movie. It's fucking awful, but it's really funny. Like, this was an experience for us. And then if you want to see some of my more personal, like, RC photos or pictures of my dog, I'm on Instagram at LemersRule1.
Yeah. You can find me everywhere at Organoid Zero, mainly on Twitch and YouTube. If you're into cosplaying and the like and all that fun stuff, you can also find me at Instagram at Organoid Zero. And yeah, until next time, we will see all of you later.
Bye!
Bye.